Jerome, a lazy pass, and got to Hall, who hits Diakite on the baseline for two.
And Virginia doesn't really run very many plays for their inside guys.
19-20 mark. It's been a 5-minute drought.
5-minute drought, and they're only down by 4.
Jerome's first shot is good going glass. Early in the game, and that opened up his confidence from outside. Bibbs teardrop off the window for two.
They go almost 6 minutes without scoring a basket. When you do score, you're only down 4.
Deep three, Jerome buried it.
That's what he did against BC. For 31 of your team's 59 points, you ought to lose the element of surprise.
Baseline, there goes Chris Clark throwing it down. It's been a long stretch of uninterrupted play. As Guy throws it away. Chris Clark to the basket, up and under, he lays it in. Back to the corner, Jerome lets it fly. He just hit another.
My heavens. They have a clearly obvious opportunity.
Hall lost it, recovered, lays it in.
Be the fastest game on record.
We haven't had a whistle in about 7 minutes. Jerome lays it off, Diakite lays it in. And Buzz Williams has seen enough. Shot a season-low 35% on Sunday. They're at 31% right now, but it'll rise a bit as Justin Robinson buries the three.
Virginia Tech had against Syracuse was a few too many contested threes. That time just a tiny little bit of penetration by Chris Clark.
That second foul for Alexander Walker.
But Alexander Walker's a guy who can really put the ball in the basket, so if you're the Hokies, you'd rather have him in the game than on the bench, and they're the Cavaliers.
Virginia Tech is, Virginia's not too far behind. This pass.
That's what we're talking about, Evan, right there. Hokies with some good ball movement, the penetration, Blackshear with the easy catch. Sometimes when you do that, that gives your opponent the opportunity to get out and run.
Hanging in the air. Isaiah Wilkins was having none of it. Outside Johnson. Grad transfer from Rutgers. Nigel Johnson spins and scores.
Pretty tough kid. And now he's back on defense. Seemingly with no ill effects.
Virginia.
Hokies drop back into the zone.
Kyle Guy tries to bust it, buries the three.
It's one of the dangers when you play a zone when you've got
Ian Wilkins, little two-man game. Isaiah Wilkins. Nice move, everything but the bucket. Hall on the stick back, lays it in. Guy zips it to Hall. Teardrop, two. Tremendous defense from Virginia. Not giving the Hokies any look to the rim. Tipped up and in by Hunter. Together, 5 players acting as one. They're very active. Blackshear from outside.
And Blackshear has the capability of hitting that shot. And that is a really good look for him.
First field goal for the Hokies in nearly 7 minutes. Oh, goodness. Salt, the easiest 2 of his life. Great stuff by Ty Jerome, who's got 3 assists already in the game. Blackshear gets it to go.
Wilkins, who has played for Virginia, has scored.
Guy shoots over Alexander Walker along 2.
The key for Virginia Tech is getting easier shot opportunities.
And then Hill.
It's not often that you're going to tip the ball away from the guards.
Diakite on the offensive end adds 2.
It's by Virginia.
Robinson tried to take the charge. Hill to the corner for Hunter.
Coming in, he's got 2 tonight.
He's 2 of 4 tonight.
Coming in 3 of 18.
Only takes 1. Blackshear, a nice backdoor cut.
He scored 4 points in this game. That's more than his average on the year.
Clark exploding to the rim. Ty Jerome hit a few shots early. Hasn't scored yet since halftime. Oh, that pass somehow snuck by Clark. Hunter, tough shot, goes. Hall can't convert.
You notice all white shirts around the basket.
Great pass ahead to Robinson. In and out for Hunter. Clark has been the spark. Chris Clark rejected by Salt.
2 fouls to attempt, and not only attempt, but make.
Blackshear sets the screen. And Salt with his second block of the trip. Kyle Guy to the basket. Ty Jerome's going to have to fire. He does. And he hits.
And that's a tough shot.
Minutes since their last turnover. Open look. Buried. Nigel Johnson knocks it down. Top 3 scorers, Bibbs, Hill, and Alexander Walker, as Salt gets the easy 2.
And again, Virginia breaks the pressure easily and makes Virginia Tech pay. Ending the 3. That was a long three-point attempt. I don't think you're going to make a very high percentage of those.
Jerome adds 3 to his total.
I'm back when you can't score.
They've taken a few more shots than I have, but I get your point. Kyle Guy for 3.
Wow. That's only his second three-point basket.
Robinson gets 2. First points for Virginia Tech in about 6 minutes. Kyle Guy be really slippery. Not able to get up the shot cleanly that time.
Tony Bennett's really irritated there. He shot that ball way too early as far as
Bibbs. Bibbs has 4 points. Ahmed Hill has 2. Nikhil Alexander Walker hasn't scored.
You know, Virginia Tech, they weren't as good offensively as they were in the non-conference part of the schedule, but I think the big reason is the Virginia defense. This is an outstanding defensive team. So that becomes a very big game for North Carolina.
Indeed. What about the job that Leonard Hamilton continues to do? Johnson. Rebound tipped by Huff. Pinballs for P.J. Horn. And he slams it home. Bartley for 3.
Why not?
Justice Bartley, the godson of Kenny Anderson.
You know, Virginia Tech turned the ball over, and it wasn't like they turned it over by accident. Virginia was putting some pressure on it. And that's normally not a formula where you're going to have a lot of success. But a tremendous defensive game by Virginia, and as you mentioned, a lot of offensive contributions.